The following game is being played with History Maker Baseball Express, a product of Play Games LLC, copyright 2022, all rights reserved. If you would like to order a copy of History Maker Baseball Express, or if you would like to check out the other products offered from Play Games, please click on the link provided in the description box below. Welcome, everyone, to Yankee Stadium 1 as we get set for yet another game in this series for series number 5 in the 1927 Yankees Gauntlet Challenge. And judging from last game, if you ever heard of the phrase "don't poke the bear" or "don't poke the sleeping bear," because you are going to be getting him, you're going to be getting bit in the butt. And that's what the Yankees did last game by winning 19-5 over these 2018 Mets to set up this elimination game here in Game 4 of this series. And oh man, and the Mets have called in their so to speak, their little guard here in Jacob deGrom to hopefully stifle these 1927 Yankees for hoping that they could send this series back to Queens for Game 5 of this series, and hoping that they would do so. And if you're a Mets fans, you're hoping so that may happen here in this game. So again, the situation is this: the 1927 Yankees lead this series 2-1. If the 1927 Yankees win this game, this series is over. If the 2018 Mets are victorious in Game 4, we will be seeing a Game 5 for only the second time in this project. And we have another pitching matchup from Game 1, or excuse me, a rematch from Game 1 with Wadey Hoyt going for the 1927 Yankees and Jacob deGrom, the aforementioned Jacob deGrom, on the mound for the 2018 New York Mets. With that being said, lineups have been exchanged in home plate, and Yoenis Cespedes will lead things off here in the top half of the first. Let's play ball from the stadium here in the Bronx. Oh, and a quirk that I use is if a die is fallen on top of each other, I will constitute a reroll. 2-3-5. Is Wadey Hoyt a star pitcher? No, he is not. Is Yoenis Cespedes a sad sack batter? No, he is not. So that's going to end up being a men on base result. -1 for the black die if control. Wadey Hoyt does have control, so that is going to be a runner on second to start out the game. And a 2-2 is going to be an official scorer's decision. The decider die was not used, so it will be a single and advance to second base via an error. It could be a throwing error or an error made in the outfield, allowing Cespedes to advance a base. But any other way, we go to Todd Frazier now for the men on base chart. to continue the top half of the first. Rolling, or excuse me, um, taking the blue and black dice as such, or reading them as such, of a 15 scrapper hits double. Todd Frazier is not a scrapper. And ladies and gentlemen, the 2018 Mets take a 2-0 lead for Jacob deGrom going into the bottom half of the first inning with your score of 2-0. Excuse me. So the 2018 Mets take the lead by a score of 2-0 as we head to the bottom half of the first. .355. Is Jacob deGrom a star pitcher? Yes, he is. 5 dot on the no runs narrative, and that is going to smell the end of the first inning. So we play 1 inning here at the stadium. Your score is 2018 Mets 2 and the 1927 Yankees nothing. Here we go now with the top half of the second inning here at Yankee Stadium 1, and Kevin Plawecki will now be the batter. 266. Is Wadey Hoyt a star pitcher? No, he is not. Is Kevin Plawecki a champion batter? No, he is not. So that is going to be a no runs result and for a chance at a solo home run. However, the black die is not. Kevin Plawecki is not a home run king. The black die is not a 6, and that is probably going to do it for the Mets top half of the second as Wadey Hoyt sets them down with a no runs result of 6 dot to end the top half of the second inning here at Yankee Stadium 1. We now move to the bottom half of the second. Ed Pat Collins facing Jacob deGrom here in game 4. 356. Is Jacob deGrom a workman pitcher? No, he is not. Is Pat Collins a champion batter? No, siree. That will be a no runs result with a chance of a solo home run. Yes, 356. Unfortunately, another black die does not reach 6, as Pat Collins has the semi-slugger quality. So that is going to end up being a no runs result of 3 blank to end the second inning here at the stadium. We played 2 innings. We played 2 full innings here at the stadium with the score 2018 Mets looking to force a game 5 back at Queens of 2-0. Here's Ahmed Rosario to lead off the top half of the third. 1-2-4. And is Wadey Hoyt an ace pitcher? He is a semi-ace. The decider die says he is not. Is Ahmed Rosario a champion batter? He is not. So that's going to end up being a no runs result of 2 dot to end the top half of the third, keeping the score right where it is at 2-0. Still in favor of the 2018 Mets. Here is Earl Combs. 244. Is deGrom an ace pitcher? As you all know by now, he is. So that's going to be a no runs result of 4 blank to, forgot to switch over the progress bar. There we go. To the bottom half, and now the inning is over. So with that 4 blank on the no runs result for Earl Combs, the score remains 2-0 as we head to the top half of the 4th inning here at Yankee Stadium #1 here in the Bronx. And here's Brandon Nimmo. 1-3-4. Is Wadey Hoyt an ace pitcher? He is a semi-ace pitcher. The decider die says he is not. Oh, excuse me. Is Nimmo a champion batter? He is not. So that's going to end up being a no runs result of 1 dot to end the 4th inning. And again, for those of you that are just joining us, why what is going on with the semi-ace quality that I'm using? So the way that works is, for those of you that are just joining us for the first time, the semi-ace quality, unlike the optional rule where if a pitcher has semi-ace for the first semi-ace quality check, he gets it for the entire game. I play it as if he has ace, he has it for that turn. If he doesn't have ace, he doesn't. So if he has it for that turn, he has it. If he doesn't for that turn, he doesn't. And it could change throughout the course of the entire game. So with that being said, we head to the bottom half of the 4th with the 2018 Mets on top 2-0 as the 1927 Yankees are I want to say, like, ferociously apologizing for what they did last game by the looks of the score, as they could not try to get to Jacob deGrom here in this game so far. As it's still early, the score is still 2-0, and Mark Koenig is stepping up to the plate off the main chart. 2-2-5. Is deGrom an ace pitcher? Yes, he is an ace pitcher. So that is going to be a no runs narrative result of 2 dots. And that's going to end the 4th inning altogether. The 1927 Yankees cannot find a solution here after game 1 of this series, when they first saw Jacob deGrom at Citi Field in Queens. Oh my goodness. We now head to the top half of the 5th, and Jeff McNeil now up at the dish. 2-3-6. Is Wadey Hoyt a struggler or gilded pitcher? He is not. Is McNeil a sad sack batter? He is not. So that's going to end up being an RBI question mark result. The decider die says, yes, McNeil, you get the RBI. And the 2018 Mets take a 3-0 lead heading into the bottom half of the 5th, and we will figure out what that RBI outcome is right now. It will be a hit or a sacrifice, and it's going to be a 3 off of my RBI question mark or RBI micro chart narrative chart. And it will be a 3, which is going to be a double and an RBI for Jeff McNeil, as he puts his team up and gives Jacob deGrom some breathing room, even though he already didn't need it any. Yes, the way that he's pitching, with the score 3-0. And we will have the... Oh my goodness. we will have the Bambino, Babe Ruth, step up to the plate here in the 5th inning with a 3-5-5. Is deGrom a star pitcher? He is. hence by the real reason why I switched to the progress bar to the end of the 5th inning. So Jacob deGrom is a star, and it will be a no runs result of 3 blank, and the score remains 3-0 in favor of the 2018 New York Mets. Here is Wilmer Flores to lead off the top half of the 6th against Wadey Hoyt. 3.56. Is Hoyt a workman pitcher? No, he is not. Is Flores a champion batter? No, he is not. That's going to be a home run possibility, but the black die is not a 6, and of course Wilmer Flores has semi-slugger, but not home run king. So that's going to be a no runs inning. That's going to be a no runs result of 6 to end the top half of the 6th. And your score remains 3-0 in favor of the 1927 New York Mets. Sorry, 2018 Mets, I should say. I'm losing it after game 3. Holy. Here's Lou Gehrig to lead off the bottom half of the 6th. 3-4-5 is going to be DeGrom, a star pitcher. As you guys can tell, he is a star pitcher. You can see that he is a star pitcher. I do apologize for the glare. And it will be a no runs result of 3 and that's going to be the end of the inning here for the 1927 Yanks here in the 6th. We head to the 7th inning. The score is 3-0 in favor of the 2018. I keep saying 1927. I'm still thinking in game 3. 2018 New York Mets. Here's Jay Bruce. 3-4-5. Is Hoyt a star pitcher? No, he is not. Is Jay Bruce a sad sack batter? No, he is not. That is going to be a men on base result, -1 for black die of flash or control. Wadey Hoyt has control, so that 5 will be reduced to a 4 on the black die, and it will be a runners on first and third result of a 4-4. The decider die was used. Let me double check. 3-4-5. Star, no. Sansec, no. No, it wasn't used. So Jay Bruce is going to pick up 2 hits for over 2 plate appearances. And let's see what those 2 hits are. 5 is going to be a single, and 1 is going to be a home run and an RBI. So anytime that I roll a 1 or a 6 on the red die, it is considered a solo home run. Hence, this chart is being takes the simple knowledge of how a leadoff batter or any batter, if there's nobody on base, would get on base for the first time in that inning. So with that being said, we head back to the top of the order, and Yoenis Cespedes to hit off the men on base chart. Reading the black and blue dice as such of a 33. Scrapper hits single. Yoenis Cespedes is not a scrapper. That is going to be a triple, and 2 runs will score, and it will be 6-0 here in the top half of the 7th. Oh man, oh man. And my goodness. this game of baseball, the baseball gods can be on your side in one day, while the other days, they're not. So with that being said, we head to Todd Frazier's turn in the top half of the seventh off of the men on base chart. 36 is active batter gets runners advanced to base a single and a stolen base. Todd Frazier is not an active runner, so that will be a contact result of 2. And is Todd Frazier a sad sack batter? No, he's a semi-sad sack. The decider die says he is not, so that is going to be an RBI, and the Mets pour on 4 runs here in the 7th inning to take a 7-0 lead. And that may do it for Wadey Hoyt as we see that pen out beyond Monument Park here at the stadium, or either down the right field line or left field line, wherever they may be, is that pen is starting to warm up as the 1927 Yankees will come to bat as we head to the stretch, as the folks are enjoying a good rendition of God Bless America every game here at Yankee Stadium. And Jacob deGrom is finishing up his warm-up tosses to Kevin Plawecki, his catcher. And let's get to it here in the bottom half of the 7th. 3, 4, 6 is the pitcher not fresh. Now again, Jacob deGrom retains freshness since he is pitching a shutout. However, the decider die says he is not fresh, and the way that I work the pitcher not fresh question on the main chart is as such. If he's not fresh, it's a blank. If he's still fresh, he's still fresh on a dot. So with that being said, he is not fresh. That is going to be a men on base result with a base running adjustment symbol off of the black die. And Bob Musial is a semi-active runner, and it will be a dot to and he is active. That 3 will become a 4, putting the runners on first and third. And he will pick up, we're going to have to roll the decider die once again, a multiple runners on base result of 4. And again, you could use any die that you want that makes sense. But for me, I'll be referring to the red die 4 of first and third. He got a hit by pitch in one appearance and a single in the other. Reading the black and blue dice as such off of the main chart for Tony Lazzeri of a 22. Is the batter batting at home? Yes, he is. It'll be a single, and a run will score, and that will spoil the shutout bid for Jacob deGrom here in the 7th inning. As the 1927 Yankees get on the board, it is now 7-1, still in favor of the 2018 New York Mets. Here's Joe Duggan. Again, reading the black and blue dice of a 46. Same or reliever gets the strikeout. We have a righty-righty matchup, and when they say same, it's righty versus righty, lefty versus lefty. If it's a switch hitter, if there's a right-handed pitcher, he bats left. If there's a left-handed pitcher, he hits right. The batter will hit right-handed. So in this case here, it's a righty-righty matchup, and Jacob deGrom is going to get the strikeout, stopping the bleeding for now, right there, as the 2018 Mets hang on to head to the eighth by a score of 7-1. And it looks like the Yankees are possibly going to go to the pen. And we're going to see what the decider die says. They go to the pen. And they will. So we are going to take a timeout as the 1927 Yankees make a pitching change. Joe Girard will be the new 1927 Yankees pitcher coming out of the pen, and he will be facing Kevin Plawecki to lead off the top half of the eighth here at Yankee Stadium here in Game 4. 1-2-5. Is the pitcher not fresh? Well, again, he's the bullpen hero. He will be retaining freshness for the entirety that he is the bullpen hero, which is the rest of the game. So he is the bullpen hero. He stays fresh, so we skip that. Is Kevin Plawecki a champion batter? No, he is not. So that's going to end up being a no-runs result of 5 dots. And that's going to end the top half of the eighth here at Yankee Stadium with the score 2018 Mets 7 and the 1927 Yankees 1. Bottom half of the eighth, and Joe Duggan will get a 1-2-6. Is DeGrom a struggler or gilded pitcher? No, he is not. Is Joe Duggan a hero batter? He is not. That's going to be a no-runs result, as Joe Duggan does not have the home run king or slugger qualities. And that will be a 1 blank, and Jacob DeGrom may stay out there as the bullpen and the manager goes over to him and say, hey, we want you to be out there for the rest of this game as we save the bullpen for a potential Game 5, which will happen later on today, courtesy of the score being 7-1, barring a 1927 Yankees comeback. We head to the top half of the ninth, and Ahmed Rosario will lead things off here in the top half of the ninth. 3-3-5, that's going to be, is Joe Girard a struggler pitcher? No. Is Ahmed Rosario a champion batter? No. So that's going to be a no-runs result of 3 dots to end the top half of the ninth. And it looks like it all comes down to this. If the Yankees, 1927 Yankees, want to force this series if they want to end this series right here and right now, so that way they don't see Game 5, but they have to get past Jacob DeGrom right here and right now as DeGrom looks for a complete game. Not a complete game shutout, but a complete game here at Yankee Stadium to force a Game 5 later on today. And standing in his way is Pat Collins. 3-6-6. Is DeGrom a workman pitcher? No, he is not. Is Pat Collins a utility batter? No, he is not. That's going to be an RBI question mark. Unfortunately, the decider die says no RBI, so that will be a no-runs result of 6 dots. And that is going to do it as Jacob DeGrom pitches a complete game here in Game 4, preserving his bullpen for Game 5, which is coming up later on today. For only the second time in this project, we are heading to a winner-take-all Game 5 with the series tied at 2 games apiece here in Series 5. And once again, here in Game 4, your final score, Jacob DeGrom pitches a complete game and leads his team, the 2018 Mets, to a final of 7-1.